Eric, thank you for sitting down with us for a second. Your life right now is all about throwing frisbees, right? Mm-hmm. But in the parents, or in the pictures that I got from your parents, your life used to be about kicking things a lot. So tell me about your kicking experiences.
Well, my dad was a big soccer enthusiast growing up, and he just showed me the door, and I loved it. And that also led to doing some field goal kicking for football as well, because I wasn't always the tallest, fastest, or strongest, but man, I had a foot. It's crazy to think that, I actually think that my feet are much more coordinated than my hands are, and now I'm playing a sport where I'm relying completely on my arms and my hands. So it's a crazy little transition. But
I've seen a guy throw a frisbee with his feet before, so I mean maybe you can. There's nothing in the rule book about that.
I might need to test the waters a little bit and allow my feet to carry me a little bit farther. It'd be cool.
So soccer was a passion for a long time, more so than football, right? Yeah. So like what was it about soccer? What did you love that kind of drew you to? That's what they call the beautiful game, right?
Yeah.
So what was it?
Well, my dad and I, we're very fortunate that he was able to take me overseas to actually watch soccer games at a really, really high level at a young age. I was probably the first time I went, I was about 10 years old. So I was really, really lucky to get to do that. And it's a different culture over there. And I was already in love with the game at that point, because I always had dreams of winning a World Cup and all those things. But once I went over and saw an English Premier League game and got to see how fans treated the sport, it's way bigger than it is in any sport in the United States. If their team doesn't play well, the entire town is in a bad mood. It affects everybody's way of life. So it's with that beautiful side of it, it's easy to love.
There's an ugly side when the whole town is in a bad mood, right?
Yeah, it can be ugly, but you see the beauty more, and I think that's the best part.
Okay, so somewhat talking about the beautiful side and the ugly side, even though you were the cool athlete guy, some of these pictures, you kind of went through an awkward phase, right? So what was life like for awkward Eric Oakley?
I was, I had those middle school years where it was rough, and I decided to be cool, grow my hair out, and that was kind of at the time, really popular in soccer, so a lot of players had long hair, they used headbands and stuff like that, so I just, I rode it. And
what sort of music were you listening to right then? As a long-haired soccer player,
rock, like I think at the time it was a lot of Incubus, a lot of
nice.
POD, like that, a lot of just like, God, man, like early 2000s just rock, and it shows because I can still pop that stuff on and just enjoy it every time when we're on a long road trip. But I feel like I was lucky that my parents were handsome people and beautiful people, that I came out all right in the end.
So all of this has combined to put you in a pretty good spot in your life right now. Mm-hmm. I know she's not quite your wife just yet, but tell me about your wife. You've played up in the world here.
Yeah,
you're kind of out over your skis.
I am winning when it comes to that. Tina is an incredible person, and she amazes me every single day with the things that she's able to do and how much she does. I would not be here if it wasn't for her. I wouldn't be as happy if it wasn't for her. And with all that being said, I'm really, really fortunate and very lucky that she's wanting to spend the rest of my life, or of her life, with me. And I'm very, very lucky, and we're gonna see it out all the way to the end.
Fantastic. I guess it is the rest of your life.
Yes.
Because once you're gone, she'll do what she can.
Exactly.